We're here at the German Spiel Fair 2010 at the Forge booth. Eero, what's the Forge?
The Forge is an internet community that was started around the beginning of the decade. It consists of role-playing game designers from all around the world, specifically independent game designers who own their own work and publish themselves. So we gather on a web forum in the internet and share advice and experiences and role-playing game theories, game design advice with each other. Then we have these joint projects like having booths at conventions.
When did you come up with the idea of making a booth here in Germany at the game fair?
It's been a long-term plan of the Forge community. There has been a Forge booth at the largest American role-playing game convention, Gen Con, for years now. The first one was in 2003, I think. And it's been a great success for the American role-playing scene. Game designers from all over the continent come to the Gen Con booth and meet each other, trade thoughts and work together to sell each other's games. So it's been a really great community building endeavor. So we are naturally, not everybody at the Forge is American, and we Europeans were feeling left out. So we have been planning about doing something similar, and the SPIEL is a natural choice for that because it's in Central Europe. It's about as far away from everywhere, and it's large, much larger than Gen Con even. And all around excellent choice for a meetup place for a far-flung community like we have. So in 2006 we tried it the first time, and now we are again here, and perhaps this time we will make it annual. Come back next year, perhaps.
What kind of games you're presenting? You're an author too. What have you presented here at the Spiel?
Sure, I have a couple of games here. Zombie Cinema here. It's my, I could say my first real game design. It was a game that I created first as a teaching tool to teach players how to make interesting characters. My basic idea was that you make a character, then we see if it's interesting. If it's not, the zombies eat him. We continue until you start learning how to make characters that zombies don't eat. Anyway, it proved that the game was excellent vehicle for George Romero-style zombie stories. You play a couple, 3 hours, and you get a zombie movie's worth of drama and angst and horror. So it was very successful in the local scene. People played it a lot before I even considered publishing. And considering that at that point I was already a big fan of the whole independent gaming movement, and I liked the idea of people publishing themselves, I self-published. First 100 copies in Finland, and when it worked there I made a larger print run, which I'm now selling here.
How can anybody join the Forge?
The Forge is technically just a web forum. So you just click on the register link and add in your name and the password you want, and you are pretty much in at that point. Of course, people talk about an inner clique of movers and shakers, but it's all really egalitarian. You just do what you feel like you should be doing. For example, I didn't ask anybody's permission to do this booth. It was just something that its time had come. So of course we wanted to do it, and we could, because there's no organization to the Forge.
So if I came up with an idea for a game, just join the Forge and
sure.
Play with the others?
Yeah, you don't even need to have a game to join the Forge. There's plenty to do for anybody interested in role-playing games design and playing role-playing games. We talk about games and we advise each other. Some of the smarter people at the Forge are not game designers, because ultimately it all comes back to play. You have to be able to play the game, and it's easy for a designer to get lost into design and production and marketing, and then they end up playing less. Some of the people I have here with me have played 2 or 3 times as many sessions this year than I have. So it's pretty natural. So they have a lot to offer for designers, even if they don't design themselves.
Do you have anything that you want to share with the whole internet community?
Sure I do. Does the camera turn? Because I'd like to show you something specific here. This is one of the big themes we have at the convention now, the old school Renaissance. This is just my personal opinion, but there have been 2 great trends in role-playing this decade. Generally new things that are exciting and something everybody should learn about, if not, for no other reason than just to make sure that they are not for you. One is the Forge. We have done a lot of new game design, things that have not been done before. The other is old school Renaissance, which is basically a bunch of people who come back to games played by people 30, 40 years ago and casting a new critical eye at it. Are the old Dungeons & Dragons games really that primitive? Are they outdated? Or are they perhaps just different in exciting ways and fertile ground for further modern game creation? So I think that I'm pretty happy about how we have such a wide range of old school Renaissance material here. Aside from the products themselves, we have almost everything that's been published in the old school scene so far, at least published commercially. We also have Lamentations of the Flame Princess, one of the larger, let's say more significant old school Renaissance publishers, and Jim Rudgy, the designer of Lamentations. We get along rather well because Forge is about independent games and these guys are as indie as it gets. So I'm really happy about being able to present them here to the convention audience.
So, look at their homepage, visit, join the Forge, look at their games and have fun with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Bye. Bye, Internet land.